Welcome to Trader's Toolbox with world champion futures trader Kevin McCormick. Today we're going to discuss how I identify the end of a trend using ADX. As a reminder, this presentation is for educational purposes only. How I use ADX is different than how day traders and others use it. I am using ADX on a weekly chart to identify the possible end of the current trend. Identifying when a trend is coming to an end can allow us to spot market reversals. Catching a market top or bottom can set us up to catch a very strong and profitable trade. The ADX settings are on a weekly chart, ADX length of 8, and the trigger is set to 40. Once these settings are in place, we look for an ADX reading greater than 40 to identify possible market bottoms and a reading over 60 for the market tops. I use Slow Stochastic to help identify the trend change and possible entry points. You will see in my examples that these requirements are not met often, but when they are, profitable trend changes follow. Okay, the first example I want to show of the ADX properly calling market bottoms is in the S&P 500 futures contract. You can see here towards the end of 2018, we saw the market started to trend lower, and then into the December timeframe into November, we got our first cross above 40, but we did not get confirmation from the stochastic crossover until the very end of the year. As you can see here, 2028, we got our crossover, called the market bottom beautifully this week, and then from here, the market took off and continued to rally. Beautiful trade if you're able to catch this market bottom here. This rally continued up until 2020 COVID market crash. And I'm sure as we all remember here, the market was going to go to end, going to zero. The world was coming to an end. But if we were watching our ADX indicator, we could see here that we went from these levels all the way down and then crossed 40 initially here, and then got our stochastics confirmation during these couple week periods here, calling almost the exact COVID bottom in the stock market, giving us another wonderful and very profitable trade into 2020. Next example I want to show is on the silver futures contract. And this is an example of the ADX calling a market top in this chart. So you can see here, we went and we started to rally. We started to cross above 40, but as we've mentioned before, market tops are defined by a reading over 60. And then right in this period of time here, we had our readings over 60. We got our stochastic cross. And then in a matter of just a few weeks, we saw that the silver contract traded down over 5 points. For the futures contract, every point here is worth $5,000. So this was a very profitable, very quick market reversal that you could have caught with ADX. The last example I want to share is, let's jump into current market in a trade that I have on myself right now. To start the year, the Federal Reserve started their tightening process. This is the US 30-year Treasury bond on this chart. As rates go up, the price of bonds go down. And so you can see we've been in a very well-defined downtrend for most of the year. And all the talking heads on TV were saying, hey, this is going to continue. The bond prices are just going to continue to go down. But if you were watching our ADX right here, you can see that we got our cross above 40. Stochastics started to bottom out down here, and then it crossed. And during this period of time, we caught a great market bottom. Depending on your entry levels, this trade right now is worth $4,000 to $6,000 per contract. You enter your own entry and exit rules, but another great profitable trade that I am currently in myself right now. I hope you've all found this to be very valuable on how I use ADX to identify market trend changes. And as always, if you find this valuable, please like and subscribe to our content so you know when new content will be released. Thank you.